Hey, good morning, guys. I've been thinking. I keep seeing this phrase everywhere. I keep seeing. Well, first of all, if I hear that 2020 was an unprecedented year, or if I see that in an opening line or an email, or hear that in a video or an announcement, one more time, I think I'm gonna freak out. We know it was an unprecedented year. You don't have to say that. It, I don't know. It kind of gets to me, obviously. So here's the other thing that kind of gets to me a little bit. It was an unprecedented year, and I get that. And it was a heartbreaking year in a lot of ways. And it was a shutdown year, and it was a really bad year. But I think there's like this emotional tsunami happening out there right now where there's this kind of collective pressure to say that we're glad 2020 is over and we're going to burn it to the ground and nothing good happened in 2020. And I guess forgive me, I feel a little guilty thinking this, believing this, but I just don't feel the same way. I just I don't feel that. I recognize I'm not immune, and certainly our nonprofit has not been immune. I've known people who've succumbed to this, very good people. I know the struggle, the financial struggle of people. We're seeing the massive amounts of increased need for food and cash assistance and different things through our work at the Dream Center. But I guess, I don't know, if there ever was a year where a place like the Dream Center was given clarity of what its mission in this world was, that our services are critical, our mission is critical, our mission is needed now more than ever in homelessness, in at-risk youth, in human trafficking survivors. Like, if there was ever a year where clarity of need and clarity of the essentialness of our mission, if there was ever a year that we had clarity on the absolute need of our mission in this world, in this city, it was this year. And so with full respect to all the bad that's happened, I gotta tell you, I'm coming out of 220 a bigger dreamer than I was coming in. Like, during 2020, I gained a new dream for outreach and for reaching the city and for engaging kids who are on the poverty level. I'm coming out of 220 with a bigger dream than ever before for reaching those kids and those families. If anything, with the shutdown, the lockdown, and the schools down, if anything taught me anything about the vulnerability of young women and young men toward human trafficking, it's like, it happened. Like, this is our time, this is our day, this is not easy, this is not fun, this is not all that it's cracked up to be, but this is the mission. Like, this is what we're here for. This is the essential mission of Jesus Christ, of the church, and certainly of the Phoenix Dream Center. I'm fired up about 2021, but I'm not forgetting where that fire came from and where that zeal came from. It came born out of the desperation, the anguish to serve that community over there and that community over there, and to hear the stories and to be re-energized, and even to see our donor base, who were not immune to the cutbacks and the things. Our donor base rallied behind us. I mean, time after time, we would get emails from single moms and from low-income families who usually we're serving, who would say, "Hey, I got my stimulus check, and it probably would last me longer if I didn't do this, but I'm gonna go ahead and give $200 to the Dream Center." Like, I'm blown away. We're blown away by that, and so I appreciate the sentiment, and I think the sentiment is, we want to burn 2020 to the ground and we want to move forward. But let me tell you, I'm not there. I'm not that person. I'm fired up about what happened in 2020. A dream, a born, a rebirth of passion for our mission. Not that it was ever lost before, but let me tell you something. I'm ready. I'm ready for 2021. I'm ready for the fire. I'm ready for, like, let's go. Let's do this. I've never been more excited about our human trafficking recovery program and our new leadership team in that program. They're amazing. They're killing it. on all fronts for children and for young adults. Never been more excited about our outreach teams, which have completely retooled and are more focused on at-risk youth and low-income neighborhoods and after-school programs and school programs, right? The whole thing. And I've never been more excited about our leadership school at the Dream Center going full bore. Haven't been talking about this, but our whole addiction recovery program is morphing into a young adult leadership program to create new leaders to go out and change the world. Like, that's the whole goal. Like, yes, we want to help with addiction, and yes, we want to help with the building blocks of an at-risk youth. But you know what? We're going to create youth who have opportunities they've never had before in college, in school, and in the world. They're going to go out and change the world. And what better time could there be than this time to send those leaders out into the world? So I'm fired up about this. Again, with all respect to the truly awful things that happened, I'm coming out of 2020 a bigger dreamer than I came into it. God bless you guys. We'll see you in 2021.